AD and the Lakers are ready to come home. One final stop on this roadie with the Brodies, and a win makes it a 2-2 trip. In my opinion, Trez has already won. He gets the arrival of the night. Brez has that same outfit in fuchsia. NBA fashion icon Russell Westbrook is leading the Wizards into play-in contention. A dozen triple-doubles for Russ this month. The rest of the NBA combined has just 9. Lakers and Wiz, 4:30 right here on Spectrum Sportsnet. The Wizards going for the season sweep after stunning the Lakers in OT back at Staples Center in February. Hello and welcome to Access Sportsnet Lakers, brought to you by your Southern California Toyota dealers. Chris McGee, James Worthy, big scholar Robert Ory. We got Allie Clifton in a very special jersey coming on later in the show. We got Brez and Trudell, all part of the pregame show. Let's give a huge shout out to our teammate, Big Shot Bob, Robert Ory, hardest working man in the business. And here is why. Our good friend and his good friend, BT, Brad Turner, sharing this photo. You hear the beautiful music. You see the candles and the 10 bun cakes. My boy, Robert Keith Ory, just graduated from Alabama. Proud of him. Doing big things after playing in the NBA.
Here, here.
3 rings of his 7 total with the Los Angeles Lakers.
Got my degree.
Got your degree?
Go, Rob.
Hey, the future's so bright, I gotta wear shades right now. That's why I got them on. You know, ain't no telling what's gonna happen now, man. You know, gotta shoot for the moon.
Could you get any more rings? Never know.
Yeah, that's right.
As a coach,
yeah.
As a collegiate
Now I can
coach, now he qualifies completely
Exactly.
Wow.
with a degree. It is an amazing accomplishment.
Big Game, how proud are you of Rob? He hasn't been sitting with us watching games. He's been in here studying or pretending to study.
The fact that, you know, when you leave college, you know, I remember I had 15 hours left and remember what that was like going back to get my degree. But when you start making money, it's difficult to continue that.
Yeah.
I mean, you know, so I commend Rob and others. Actually, Byron Scott just did it like 4 months ago. We talked about that. So it means a lot because most of us go to school to get a degree as a student athlete, knowing that, you know, anything can happen. Our career might not make it to the NBA. So no matter when you get it, my mom inspired me 23 years later after she graduated from high school. Went back to a community college and got her nursing degree.
That's
it was
cool.
amazing to see that. So, Rob, your kids are watching, other kids are watching, other NBA players and athletes, and just people in general who are short, got about 15, 20 hours, whatever. Good job.
Hard to follow up that. It was a beautiful speech by Big Game James.
Good
How
job.
long was the process?
It was just a year's process. When I left college, I only had like 6 classes left.
never
man.
went back.
I never went back. I was winning championships. I was playing the NBA. I'm like, okay, my future is pretty.
And that makes it more difficult when you don't have that much.
Yes.
You know, you say, I'll get it this summer, I'll get it next summer, and then before you know it.
But yeah, no,
20
shout
years.
outs to, you know, Brittany and all those guys who helped me at the university get my classes down and was on me to make sure I studied, sent my stuff in on time.
Can you imagine if you stayed in Phoenix, you would have had this degree 20 years ago?
Oh, no doubt.
You would have been bored out of your mind.
Any extra tutoring from people in your household, maybe doing a little bit of like...
Candace carried him.
No, it was actually Christian, my son.
No way.
Yes, because, you know, the new school, when you have to write a paper in new school, I'm like looking like, what the heck is this? So he had to literally come in there and show me how to do everything, how to write a paper. And
I knew, man.
so I was like,
when
okay.
you go back, boy, it's different, man.
The music in the background the whole time has really been something else. Did you eat all those bun cakes, Rob?
No, no, I did not. I did not eat the bun cakes. I ate one.
Those shades look incredible, by the way. LeBron James, he's the story, guys. He remains out today against the Wizards. It will be the 20th consecutive game missed for the King, who has been nursing that high ankle sprain. The Lakers are 8-11 since LBJ went down. So when will he be making his return? That's the big question. Dennis Schroeder gave a little insight.
Lakers organization who gonna tell you guys. I mean, he's close. I can tell you that much. So we can't really, you know, we can't wait for him to get back, help us, win games again, and be together, at the right time with like 10 games in, 11 games in, and then, like I said, get to work.
LBJ, everything pointing to LeBron's return at some point. Dennis kind of leading us on there as well. After tonight, guys, the Lakers will have 10 games remaining in 17 days. What ideally would you like to see from LeBron in terms of finding his rhythm, game shape, teammates, just that overall, Rob, good feeling you have going into a title defense?
You know, if you look throughout the history of the NBA, there's been some great players that make people around them better. Magic, you know, Kid, and there's a lot, but LeBron is one of those guys, and he makes everyone around him better. So I'm looking for him to try to implement the offense and get everybody involved, because you got an addition like Drummond. You got to get him involved. You know, I always say get a big guy some sugar, because Drummond is the type of guy, once you give him a little sugar, he's going to get 20 rebounds, he's going to dunk on people, he's going to block shots. So you have to get him involved. When he's engaged, he's a heck of a player. And then Kuz, Kuz is one of those guys who really depends on LeBron too, pushing the fast break, getting down the court, because he collapsed the defense so much. So Kuz get open shots. Not just Kuz, I mean everybody benefits from LeBron. So I'm just happy to see him when he gets back, how he's going to implement everybody, because we know he's going to lock in on defense, but I want to see how he locks in offensively with all the new guys.
And you got to remember, you will have a week off before the playoffs. So really, it's a little over 3 weeks.
Yeah. LeBron is so brilliant. Over time, he's become so brilliant and understands what needs to be done, how to do it, you know, in real time as it's happening. So he's gonna come back. He's been surveying. I just saw that video right there. He's on the sideline talking to Drummond, just little things. But he's capable of taking a snapshot, of what's happening. And I think when he comes back, that's what he's going to be doing. I hope he's not trying to go too hard. I mean, you gotta your instincts will carry you there.
6 to 8 games enough, James, for you? With 6 to 8 games with his team.
3.
So you take 3. You would take 3.
I tried to push it up to 4 at the end of that segment, but
they won't let you.
I just don't think I got you. Stamina means a lot to him, I'm sure, but I just don't think he's going to need a whole lot. He's drumming. He needs to get Ben Blackmore. He needs to get, just get a feel for it.
Okay. All right. Let's get you live to Lakers reporter Mike Trudell, another desperate team playing the Lakers today. The Wizards have won 5 of their last 6 at home against the Lakers, and they are playing really the play-in tournament. Hi, Mike.
Hey, what's happening? Well, first of all, I wish I had some more information about that Big Shot was going to have that awesome accomplishment. Big Shot, I've got Cracker Jacks, I've got Cheez-Its, and I've got Sour Punch. Okay, you take your pick. That's all I can do for you today. I'll think of a better present, okay?
I think the Sour Punch.
Sour Punch.
Someone's going to be a little bit sour later in the show. So
does the Cracker Jack still come with the prize inside like it used to?
Man, I don't think so.
You guys don't remember that.
Game was the best part. Right. They're really taking it away from the kids.
Anyway.
Yeah, for real. Okay, Sour Punch coming up, Big Shot. Anyway, Frank Vogel. In this case, guys, we want to figure out if Alex Caruso was going to play. He was the lone guy with that questionable tag. As we know, LeBron not in yet, at least for this game, and everybody else available. But unfortunately, no AC Fresh, and that'll be particularly problematic against this backcourt for the Wizards. Here's Frank Vogel on that and more.
Everybody else is in, but Alex is out. Still walking really gingerly with the low back spasms, and he'll be out tonight.
Frank, what about Caruso specifically? And I know you've talked about this over the couple of years, but where do you guys miss him the most? And I know it's not in counting stats, but how does that impact tonight's game specifically with Westbrook and Beal on the other end?
Well, you said it right there. You got 2 of the best guards in the league, and Alex is one of the best defensive guards in the league. So he would have spent a lot of time on those guys, on either one of them. And, we're definitely going to miss not having that aspect of his game. But, we miss him on both sides of the ball for sure.
And then, Frank, just looking at Washington, it's been 2 months now since you played him. You had that OT game in February. LeBron played, Anthony didn't. So, but different in terms of your team. But what is Washington doing differently now, having come off that long win streak that just got snapped?
Yeah, I think they just needed a little time, Russ and Bradley, to get a feel for each other. Just build that chemistry. Sometimes it takes a little time, but they certainly have developed it at a big time level. One of the most difficult teams we prepare for. Just watching these guys play, they play like they're a 50-win team. It's not the way they play is not indicative of their record, and it's just one of those things where sometimes 2 teammates take a little time to establish that chemistry.
Okay, Dave McMenamin, please. All right, Frank, I'm going to be that guy who asks about LeBron. What's it going to take for him to play when you guys return home this weekend?
He'll tell me when he's ready. He and the medical team will tell me when he's ready. And, they're having conversations about it each day. They're monitoring his progression each day, seeing where he's at. And, when he's ready to play, he'll play. But, I don't have anything for you other than that.
Yeah, so Frank's being pretty consistent there. We're probably going to have to lean on our embedded reporter, Dennis Schroeder, to find out when he's actually going to return, guys.
Exactly. Make sure you ask that question to Big Dennis after the game, Mike. See if he'll slide us that answer once again. All right, Mike Trudell, appreciate it. Laker fans, here's your chance to show your purple and gold pride. If you want to be our featured fan of the game, check out our Spectrum Sportsnet Twitter feed. Reply to our Modelo Fighting Spirit fan of the game post with a photo or video of you representing the purple and gold. We'll check in on the fan of the game before tip-off. Keep it here for the Lakers and Wizards. It's Bonga time. Remember former Laker draft pick Isaac Bonga, Rob? He's now 21 years old. In his third season in the NBA, still looking to find a regular role with the Wizards.
I like Bonga.
Good kid. Coming up, Access. Lakers are looking to make it 2 in a row with a win today up in the nation's capital. Up next, our Laker insider Mike Bresnan on what's in store for the Lakers in the last 11 games. And I